Hello everyone and welcome back to NHL 26, and yeah, I am commentating in this video. I haven't done a commentating video in a while, and first of all, just wanted to let you guys know that I want to try to see if I can do another franchise mode for you guys. As you can see by the title, we're going to be going into franchise mode today. I have technically already started it, but I've only played one game, but I figured I'd give you guys an overview quickly of what we're going to do for this franchise. As you can see, it is not an NHL franchise. I actually created some ECHL teams and put them into franchise mode. Now, why did I do this? Well, it's because I felt like it. And also, I really wanted to use the Worcester Railers, which is my favorite ECHL team. Now, I noticed like in customized mode, you can have different logos to choose from. But what I noticed is that there's only two official league logos that you can use, and that's both NHL and ECHL. Why ECHL? I have no idea. AHL logos aren't in there, and then you don't have any of the Canadian hockey leagues. You don't have any of the international teams. You don't have any of the European leagues. So it's quite odd that they have this league in, but I just felt like making over the teams, since you can't actually put them in franchise mode. This is actually one of the few leagues that you can't substitute teams in for if you're trying to make a season or a franchise mode. So I figured I'd do this, and I wanted to show you guys how I did it. And in this video, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to overview the franchise that I had created, and it is a custom franchise that I have created. And I made my own format for it, which is actually what I'm probably going to show you first. So let's go to settings, and let's check the custom league settings. Now, as you can see, only 8 teams are in this league. It's a small league. I kind of wanted to do something different like I did back in my custom teams leagues where I only had a few amount of teams. So 8 teams, 2 divisions. I even lowered the salary cap just to kind of give myself a little bit of a, not as much breathing room to try to, like, get just like my own kind of budget and stuff like that. And so I lowered that all the way down. And then as you can look in the NHL schedule, the games that we have, the amount of games, only 24. So I don't really like simulating every single game. Excuse me. But now I'm actually going to tell you how I play the games. I don't actually play the full games anymore, but we're going to run through that when we get a chance. But as I said, only 24 games. I like to be able to play every single game as I go through a season because I feel more in control that way. So I just feel like that's just a cool way to do it. So 24 games, almost kind of like a beer league kind of league in a way, which I kind of named the last custom league from, I think, what was it, NHL 23 that we have on the channel here. So, but number of division games, you get 14, interdivisions 10 against the 8 teams. Overtime, I kept that the same for the NHL settings format. Playoff format, I kept the change, or at least with the qualifying options, but the number of teams that qualify are 4 from the entire league, and then 2 from each division. And then the format, I have it to where it is only a, what's it called, a semifinal and a final, considering that there's only 4 teams. And I changed the format to 1 game home, 1 away. So it's a best of 3, and then it's a best of 5 for the Stanley Cup, as whether you're going to be what it's going to be called. And NHL, identical, literally the exact same thing. So that is the league structure for that. Now, what I want to let you guys know how I'm going to play these games is that I simulate the first 2 periods, and then I go in to the 3rd period. The reason why I do that is because whenever I play a full game, the stats don't line up to what the rest of the league would look like if I end up doing it that way. The reason is why I do that is, like, say I play like a full game and the shots on goal just don't match. It's going to be like, like the shots on goal are going to match, and also the time on ice. And also your penalty kill and power play are going to be way different than everybody else's in the league. Your power play is going to skyrocket. Your penalty kill is going to plummet. Well, actually, no, your power play, I believe, no, you're gonna have a better power play, but a better penalty kill at the same time, or even a worse penalty kill at the same time if you give up many goals in the penalties. So that's just how I end up doing it. Sorry, this is the first time I've been really speaking this much today, so I really do apologize for the sniffling. But that is how the league format is, and that's how it's going to be. Now, with the amount, what EA Sports hasn't changed about custom mode is the scheduling for whenever you make like a certain amount of games per season. Excuse me, I'm actually just gonna get a sip of water here. A little ASMR for you guys, but the scheduling is so weird. So as you can see, it says we're on November 13th, but we've only played one game. We only had one game in the entire month of October, which is weird. And as a matter of fact, it wasn't even in October. We didn't have a single game in October. We did have 3 preseason games, but we had no games in October, and then the rest of our games were in November. You got a bunch in December, in January, only 1 in February, and 1 in March, and nothing in April. So it's weird how they format it, the reason why you have it. I mean, I wish you can do how many months in the season you want to play with the amount of games, or like which parts of the season, instead of just having it all spread out randomly. But that's just me. So anyway, with that being said, let me at least show you before we get to the team, and I do want to show you. I did a fantasy draft, by the way. The rosters that I did, when I made these teams, now remember, they're ECHL teams. I put the ECHL rosters on the teams, but I wanted to do a fantasy draft with free agency, so a lot of the big key players in this league are free agents as of the most recent roster to the date of this game, since the start of the season. But let me show you guys. It's actually going to be over here. The teams that I put in. And again, it's just 4 teams in each division, 8 teams total. So first off, you got the North Division and the South Divisions. Let me just go through the divisions. But the division that we're in, we're the Worcester Railers, which is, again, my favorite team. And again, I tried to customize each team to look almost exactly like they actually do in real life, or at least in the game. I based it off of the uniforms in the game, at least, or the looks, so I did the best I could. But the number 1 team here is the Iowa Heartlanders. And again, weird scheduling. They've already played 7 games, so kind of weird. Next, we got the Wheeling Nailers. I feel like using the Wheeling Nailers in here as well. And the Burlington Bisons, not the Bloomington Bisons. There is no Bloomington place name. And EA, please change it so that you can have whatever. Just let us type in the place name and then give us the audio for the place name. Don't make us have to use what you have. Like, that needs to get changed. Anyway, South Division, you got the Greensboro Gargoyles, who are a new team, the Norfolk Admirals, the Greensville Swamp Rabbits, and the Orlando Solar Bears. So that is the league that I chose. And again, tried to make the looks as close to the teams as possible. And I think I did a pretty decent job, to be honest with you. And you'll see the looks of the team as we go through the actual season. And again, I'm going to be doing, at least I'm going to try to be doing that for you guys. So, now, like I said, we drafted our entire team. And there are a lot of free agents in here and a lot of older guys. Now, this is actually the regular teams page, so I can kind of just let you guys gloss over these real quick. You can pause and take a look at which team has who. Like, I mean, TJ Brody is on. So you got older guys, and even like Max Pacioretty is on this Burlington team. You got Brock McGinn, Roslovic, who's actually a pretty decent hockey player. But then you got guys on the bottom who are like low 70s, stuff like that. So again, just letting you guys, get an idea of what we're up against, and you guys get. I mean, James Reimer actually just signed a contract, but that was before. After I made this roster. But let's look at our team, the Worcester Railers. So this is what we got as our team. I drafted hand by hand. I drafted every single pick. I think there's 52 rounds, and I picked every single player for this team. So but first, your first line here with Axel Johansson Jalby on the left wing, David Tomasek, who was actually a rookie to the NHL. He's a 29-year-old rookie who was playing in the CHL and the KHL before. He's on the Vancouver Canucks. I was actually listening to a Calgary Flames game because I am a Calgary Flames fan, as well as I am an Islanders fan. The Worcester Railers are an affiliation to the New York Islanders. That's kind of why I like them. But as I was listening to that game, they were talking about David Tomasek, and he is a decent hockey player, they said. So I would say that's a good pick. Trey Fix-Walensky is our Right winger Oliver Wahlstrom, the guy who made the crazy dangle goal in Boston a long time ago, and I just earned some points. Cool. Kevin Rooney had decided, because like I said, I'm a Flames fan, so I got a soft spot for old Rooney over here. Georgi Merkulov, Andre Lee, Borgstrom, and Tulio. And then Tij Aginla was one of the medium elites that I was able to pick out of the draft. I drafted a couple of medium elites, and Tij is one of them. And so I picked him up. Cole Gutman and Milan Lucic. Again, there's some oldies in here. Defense, you got Oliver Shillington, Travis Dermott, Casey Fitzgerald, William Lagson. I don't know how to pronounce that. Tenorti and Soderstrom. And then the goalies, I picked up Kakkonen and Corner, who was actually just a backup. I just picked him up as just like a backup goaltender. Scratch players, you got a couple of guys who were good prospects. Top 6 defender and a medium elite in Sandin Palika. I remember people talking about him, so he was one of the medium elites that I was able to pick up. I don't want to have him in a scratched position. What does he play? He plays right defense, and then you got what I have here. I'm actually might even replace him with Soderstrom in the future, but for now, I think I actually might end up putting him back into the AHL, which is what we're going to look at next. The Texas Stars are my AHL team. Considering that you only are able to choose whatever teams use substitutes AHL teams, I decided to go based off that, and then I restructured the division as much as I wanted to. But for the sake of my significant other being a Stars fan, we used the Texas Stars as our AHL team because that was available, and I decided to use that. So, I mean, you got prospects like Andre Koss up here, and then, like, I think the game ended up picking up Kyra just for a placement. Brett Ritchie, I didn't pick Brett Ritchie. Betcher was one of the top 6 forwards I picked. Florian Jackeye, the brother of the guy on the Canadians. I forget. Oh my god, Forgive me, I forget his first name, but I remember the last name. Leo Komarov, I picked, the old geezer. It's just some fun names, And then there's obviously some plays here. I did get Chong Ming Lee. I had to pick him up. I mean, come on now. And then just some guys in the bottom over here. Kalmakov, Brackett, and Saunders. And in defense, you got Tony Fulmer, another AHL guy. Oliver Bunk was one of the guys I picked, top 4 D-man, so hopefully he's got a future. Again, I don't know how far I'm going to be able to go into this franchise, but hey, it's worth the start. Oh my god. Yeah, oh man, I don't know how to pronounce that name. Housie Wong? I'm going to guess it's Housie Wong. He's a top 4 defender. So, but he's got a lot of room to grow because he's 18 and he's a 58 overall. We'll see how he does in this little league that we got going on here. And then goalies, I got a medium star, Hunter Jones, and then another medium starter in Tia Fency. So, yeah, that is the team that we got going on. Again, it's a weird franchise. Not to everybody's usual thought of when you're making a franchise for NHL, but hey, I figured I love it when I play with players that I don't know anything about because I love learning about new players and trying to strategize around the base how they play instead of just playing with guys that you already know. I like that challenge a little bit, and it's just a new league. It gives me a fresh opportunity to look at a new league. I just like that idea because I just do. So anyway. I know it's been about 13 and a half minutes, a little bit more than that, almost 14 minutes now, of me explaining this league. So with that being said, we should play a game for you guys. And again, this is how I'm going to do it. Each game is only going to be played actually by me in the 3rd period. The first 2 periods are going to get simulated, and then we'll do it that way. This first video is going to be longer than the rest of the series. I think I'm just going to do 1 game per video, considering that there's only 24 games in the season. At least for the first season, and then maybe during the off season I'll probably do a lot of stuff on my own and let you guys give you guys updates along the way if I keep this going. Hopefully I keep this going, no promises, but I'm gonna try to see if I can keep it going. Usually around this time of year I get back into making YouTube videos anyway, so it's perfect timing. Ooh, excuse me. So with that being said, let's go play. We've only played 1 game. We're actually not going to play the game. We're actually going to go back here. I totally lied. Well, actually, no. You can take a look at the jerseys while I'm here right now. Again, this is the best I did. to replicate the jerseys that the teams actually wear, like the Worcester Railers. It changes up their alternates a little bit. It says Worcester, I think, on it instead of the actual logo, but I just kind of made it my own way. But the regular jerseys are regular, and then the same thing for the Norfolk Admirals. I gave them a different alternate. Not the best looking alternate in the world, in my opinion. I could have done better with that, but that is what they look like. Other teams' uniforms look so much better. I'll say that. So, like I said, we're gonna go into simulation. The Admirals are 3-1, and we're 0-1-0. We lost our first game. Actually, yes, it will cancel that. I'll just show you guys the scores of the what's it called? The game before that. You can't even, oh no, you can pause the game by pressing X. So obviously we're a minute into the game. We lost our first game 4-1. It was kind of a bad end of the game. I think we were losing 3-1 and we gave up an empty net or something like that. But if I remember at the end of the video, I'll show you guys the scores for that as well. But anyway, so here we go. First period gets simulated, and Borkstrom scores the first goal for the Worcester Railers. Second period, there was 20:14 on the clock, and a 4-0 lead for your Worcester Railers. Tijagidla scores his first goal, and Rooney gets 2 in a row. And then this is where we intervene. We'll press start and go into the game. And the way I do it is I do position lock. I like playing left wing, so let's do it that way. And again, the stats kind of look, they'll look better. Now, I play 5-minute third periods. If anybody really wants me to bump that up, maybe we can go to 6 minutes or something like that, just to kind of get more like gameplay. Let me know in the comments if you really want to know, and then we can do it that way. But for now, I'm just going to settle with 5 minutes. It's a nice even number to 10 or 20. In an equivalent to, or a multiple of 5 is the 10s. But there you go. And the Admirals are actually not very good. 61, 58, and 71 is their overalls. And then you got us. So, with that being said, we're going to lower the volume a little bit and play. A 4-0 lead for your Worcester Railers. And we have begun. And as you can see, the stadium is one of the creative ones. You don't get minor league stadiums to create, which I wish you do. I know you get the option to do that in ECHL. I wish they would implement that in just regular custom team mode or customized team mode, whatever it's called. Can't even remember. But anyway, so here we go. And again, look at the shots, 30-13. It kind of makes sense. 13's not a lot, but then again, this team is not very good. Their offense is only a 61 overall. They didn't draft a very good team. They might have drafted very young. Oh, and as soon as I destroy them, Desjardins destroys me with a goal, spoiling the shutout for the Railers. And the Admirals get on the board for the first time tonight. And yeah, like I said, tried to replicate uniforms as much as I could based on the game itself. So, there you go. And of course, we give up a goal immediately. Let's take a look at that one more time. Kind of just got shoved in there. And that was a first. We're going to get a lot of that. A lot of first career goals. Then again, they played 4 games already, so it's like, whatever. All right, 4-1. 17:35 to go. Let's see what we can do here. Trying to go into the. Oh, baby. He went around. He went try to go out in front there, but Kakkonen is able to stop, and I just dropped my controller. Oh, baby. Lost all grip on that right there. Hopefully I don't need to get a new controller soon. I don't know how long I've had this controller for. Oh, can't get it out right now. Come on, guys. What are we doing? Gotta get the puck out. There we go. Second line's out there now with the Wallstrom. I'm playing left wing, and I'm going to try to play my position a little bit more here. And what's good about this, too, is that it gives opportunities for the AI to kind of play, even though I know a lot, I don't really like watching the AI play a lot. But it's almost like a Be a Pro. Which I have finally played, by the way. I do have a personal Be a Pro that I've been playing offline. Mrtka to Borquist. Yeah, a lot of these names I do not. I recognize Mrtka. I do recognize Mrtka's name. I'm kind of just flying around the ice right now. We got to change. Kevin Rooney's out there. Let's go. Andre Lee. I got to... remember, it's not Andrews Lee. I want to call him Andrews Lee so bad. Come on, can we get the puck off him? Yes, we can. All right, let's get it up there. Fitzgerald on the Borkstrom. Borkstrom has the lead. He's going to throw it around the boards, though, with a nobody. Misses everybody and goes up towards the top of the face-off circle, but we still have it. Lindgren to Fitzgerald. A shot. That one hits the goalie. Well, as long as we can just kind of play keep away and preserve this lead, that'll be nice. Almost halfway through the period, and a delayed penalty coming to the Norfolk Admirals. And they're going to get it. And I believe it is going to be a cross-checking penalty to Simoneau. And see where it happens. Right there. Almost like to the back of the bicep area. Alrighty then. Or rather tricep, right? Isn't the tricep the bottom and the bicep the top? Anyway. 0 for 2 we are on the power play tonight, so we've had only even strength goals in this entire game with all the 4 that we've had. Oh, we got a chance. Okay, immediately give up the puck. I didn't even call for the puck. He just gave it to me like that. I don't know why. Oh, here we go. Wasn't paying attention there. Okay, never mind. All right, Gutman's got it. Immediately. What a great power play we got going on so far. That was my fault. I was in the way. Well, that's okay. Shoot. Oh, baby. That could have been bad. Come on, can we get the puck out of there? Oh, my Lord. Whenever that kind of stuff happens, I'm always just, like, flailing around like a moron. Here we go. 2-on-1 coming. And what are you doing? I should have taken the puck up myself. That was terrible. Oh, my God. All right, Rooney. What do you got, bud? There you go. Take a backhander on. Maybe relax a little bit. See if we need to make any changes on the lines. I don't think we do. There was the upcoming schedule for us. We got home games for you guys. So, again, you haven't missed much. We've only missed one. Only missed one game. I decided to make this a series. Whenever I get the opportunities to record for you guys, I will do just that. Again, busy man. YouTube is only a hobby for me at this point, so... But it's fun. Whenever I get the itch for it, I like to do it. Let's spread it around. We still got this power play going on. Oh, man. I don't know. Now, there was a setting that I thought I could change, but it wouldn't let me change. The penalty time scaling, it gives you the option, at least I thought it would give you the option, to have the power play run in the time of the span of the actual period instead of doing real-time 2-minute power play. Why did that go away? I feel like that was a feature that I had seen before. I actually reviewed the settings before I even started this franchise, and it allowed me to do that. Then I make the franchise, and it doesn't. So what's the... I don't know what the give is for that. I don't know why that was a thing, and why it didn't allow me to do just that, because I don't like it when the power play is like real time. I like how EA SHL does it, where when you have a power play, it's just part of the actual time of the period. You play like 2 to 3 minute periods anyway, and the power play is just like a 30-second power play or even less, which I don't mind. It's just the games grow longer sometimes when you have so many penalties, you know, being drawn and being just made throughout a game, and then it just slows the game down for me. So, if there's any way that I could do that, please let me know in the comments below. I thought there was a way for me to do it, but I just didn't. It was gone. I feel like it disappeared. It was there at one point, unless I'm kidding myself. But let me know. Thurman with it now. We got the puck. Thomas sacked. I try to give it to Wolansky. Ooh, don't want to trip Kari. I think it was Kari or Karki. Remember how that was actually pronounced. Borkstrom on the Tulio. Desjardins takes it away. The only goal scorer for Norfolk in this hockey game. And Borkstrom bringing it up. That one's no bueno. Karki, that's who it is. Or Kerky. Jacko with a shot. Blocked away by Kakkonen. And that puck gets shot down. Well, shots are lopsided still. 39-20. Ledwinski shoots. Big save by Kakkonen with the glove. Making it look easy out there with 2:04 remaining in the third period. Ah, that regular season H2O. It's a thing of beauty. Fitzgerald. Ah. I kind of picked the wrong stick deep. Oh, baby. Wasn't even like a deke. It was just a movement. 20 hits total I see on the board. But we got 1 minute to go in the hockey game. Admiral trying to at least get within 2. At this point, it seems like they're playing for pride. And we haven't scored a goal in this third period yet. You get to score a goal in a third period game at all this season. Even though we're 2 games in, and I should be not being so harsh on them for that. I'm pretty sure they made a change, so we're going to come out. Milan Lucic. Yeah, and the only problem with having it the way we have it for the time amounts in the period is the fourth line is not going to get a lot of ice time. As you can see, they are done now. Milan Lucic didn't even give a shot. I should have probably manually kept them back in since there's 22 seconds left on the clock. Well, puts it right into the skates of the defender. He takes it away and gets a shot. Well, that's the AI for you. There's a shot block. Rooney heading up ice. 10 seconds left. Nah, I'm not going to get anything else there. Man, Merkulov loses a lot of energy. He's already out of it. And I think he started off with a full bar before this. But that, regardless, is going to be the final score of this hockey game. Your Worcester Whalers are victorious by a score of 4-1. And was just this close to getting a shutout in this hockey game. But they win their first game of the regular season. Their first game in the new league. We have mascot. I don't remember keeping him on the team, but there he is. Oh, lordy. Anyway, so yeah, that's how it's going to be for this video. I think the next game we play against is the Iowa Heartlanders. So, again, that is how we are going to do this series. I'm going to try to see if I can make as much content as I can for this series. If you like it, let me know by hitting that like button and commenting below. And I will see you guys in the next video for game number 3.